Actor Kevin Spacey making a comeback. News at 11.
One part A, getting out of here.
Oh, that's funny. I like them.
I don't care.
No, have you seen their shorts? They're funny.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
No, they're funny.
I believe you.
Best Kevin Spacey role ever. Go.
I mean, American Beauty.
I'm going to break this bottle over your head.
I know. That's what everyone says. I get it.
Okay, but you're right. All right. So he says that it's now live here. I should be able to see it on here, and I don't see it on here, so why not?
I see it. Let me get out of
Where do I see it at? You talk. I'll look. You talk. I'll look.
I just see when I go to my page usually. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Where?
Refresh.
Refresh. Here we go.
Go
You
ahead.
say hi to the people.
Hey, people. Okay, we're doing it live, and we're going to do, instead of just talking nonsense, we're going to talk 2 stories tonight and see how that goes.
Is this good right here? Do I join the conversation?
No, because you'll see it pop up.
Okay.
All
right. Here we go. You on Elon?
Yeah, I'll just do the one I said, but
Okay, so that sounds good. All right. And welcome to the show. It is 2 guys, 2 things coming at you live tonight. This is Wednesday Night live from Sacramento.
Yep, true.
And we're doing this because of the anniversary. It's the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's been happening.
We thought that we would jump on the bandwagon and do our 50th anniversary.
Yeah, we've been doing this podcast 50 years. It started in 75.
75.
What did I think? Yeah, SNL started in 79.
I have no idea.
Obviously, it didn't.
No.
75 didn't count. It's the worst cast, probably, right?
Probably the worst cast. But we've been doing our podcast for 50 years. We were, I think, if you think about that, we were the first podcast ever.
Oh, no, we were. Yeah, that's surprising when we have 500 followers.
Remember our first guest?
Yes, I do remember our first guest.
Let's see if this. I got one. I got mine. Let's see if you got yours. On 3, we're gonna say it. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Johnny Carson.
Girl.
Oh, we're in the same area.
All right.
We're in the same area.
I think maybe I can't remember who was first or second. It was one of the 2. I can't remember. I can't remember that far back.
Yeah,
anyway, hey, we made it to 50, and you're looking good, Chris. You're looking really good.
I appreciate it, man. You too.
Thank you.
No, really, I was just saying that because you say that after someone gives you a compliment.
Oh, no, I'm sad. Anyway, but this is the comedy podcast where we take 2 semi-trending topics and we discuss them.
4.
Ad nauseum.
4.
15 hours.
Minutes.
Oh, I thought this was a 30-hour.
Oh, this is a like a podcast-a-thon. We're staying live for.
It's gonna be a 24-hour podcast.
For at least 24 hours.
We should do that.
Oh, I want to.
Really? That you'll do?
Oh yeah, of course I'll do that.
Okay.
That's fun, dude. That's super fun.
Who would stay for that?
Not us.
Not even us.
No.
we would leave.
But no, people.
Hey, you got this the next 8 hours, right?
That's me. Go take a nap.
Yeah.
No, people like that stuff. Just not us doing it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
But I've thought about it. It would be hard to do because we can't just do like this. We would need, because there'd be times we got up, moved around.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we need multiple cameras.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be super fun. I just don't know the logistics of it, how that would go. But
no, I would love it. I would love that because I think that might be a good way to also get some subscribers.
I would.
If you promote it.
Yeah. Like in Twitch and stuff, like Kai did it, but you got a subscribe-a-thon, but you're just live and trying to just.
Kai did it?
Kai Cenat.
Who's that?
Like one of the biggest YouTubers, Twitchers. He did one for 30 days, but he did one for 24 hours, like Kevin Hart.
He did a 30-day streaming?
Yeah, but he has like a mansion
30 days?
but multiple cameras. Like it's not.
Did he go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
And he showed that?
And you have other people on. Like, yeah,
okay.
There's like 15, 20, 30 cameras. Like he's all through his house.
In his bathroom? He's got 30 cameras in his bathroom?
That's what I said.
That's gross.
That's what I said. Come on.
I thought that'd be funny also to rhyme his name. Okay.
But I would like to do a 24-hour.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I would love to do it. But we got to figure out the logistics of it, but I would love to do it.
Hour like 17 would just be like silence.
We're just watching movies.
That'd be awesome.
It's like, all right, we're gonna watch Harry Potter. Like we don't know what else to do. And well, I guess we could just watch TV and start talking. We'd have to have like not scripted, but a lot of notes and a lot of like, okay, we got to get to things. If we die, down, but we got to get to things. So we got to have
I feel like, oh, we got all these we got to get to. And then like 3 hours in, okay, I went through everything.
No, well, yeah, I mean, only do it if we lose
I really
steam,
blew that
like
load.
we'd lose steam for sure. But we definitely would have to have a good notebook of like things we can go to,
like a good lovemaking session. I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna last all night. 10 minutes later.
Sure. But I would imagine that like it would be dumb things like we're playing we just play games, Monopoly. We do we'd have to just like do.
People would watch this, huh? Really?
Again, probably not us.
Okay.
Specifically,
Right.
but a 24-hour live stream. Yes.
Because we only do an hour. I mean, no one watches that. So why would they watch?
That's what I'm saying. It would be it would be a 24-hour from somebody.
What if we just did the 24 hours and then we used each of those hours for the we do the whole podcast in one night for the whole season.
Oh, sure.
And we just pull
just a bunch of stories.
Yep. And that's it.
All right, we did it.
We're done.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Yeah, nice seeing you, man.
Took 1 day.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right. Well, for us to decide who gets to tell that 15-minute story first.
Oh yeah, we're doing this.
We're
actually doing a podcast. We're not just talking.
Well, it's a podcast.
Yeah, I know, but it's fun to talk.
We are talking.
I know, but you're jumping to the story so quick.
So quick. It's already been like 30 minutes.
But for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Get out of here.
We're already 1/23rd in the way into a 24-hour podcast.
Let's just do it.
Okay.
You got work tomorrow?
We're going all night. I do. Let's go.
Oh no, you do?
You got to come to work with me.
Yeah, I'm sure your school will love that.
Yeah. Anyway, to decide who gets to tell that story first is we do a thing called This Week in Elon. And it works like this. If there is no news on Elon Musk, then I get to tell my story first. But if there is news on Elon Musk, then Chris, you get to tell your story first.
Love it.
You tell me what's going on. Is there anything going on with Elon?
There is something going on with Elon, so we're gonna get to that after I have a question for you. No, I'm just kidding. No. Let's get to it. So there is news on Elon. I don't know if people know this, but he's a bit of a jerk, a little bit of a weirdo lately.
Okay. Lately?
Yeah, lately. I think at first people liked him. He was fun and eccentric and everything.
He smoked pot on podcasts.
Yeah. But then I think just people got tired of it pretty quickly.
I think he thought it was a podcast.
Nice. So he's in the news.
Can I just say right now? I have no writers.
Oh, right. Oh, we know. We know.
Okay,
we know.
Just want to get that out there.
But really, because he's out of the Doge stuff. Tesla's tanking, so he's trying to stay low. But there was a sighting of him in a nice fancy restaurant in New York.
Okay.
And he was out with a couple of his friends. People recorded it and posted this. But so
his friends.
A couple.
Okay.
A couple. So, but apparently he was at this, fancy steakhouse, and he was living up. Ordered a couple bottles of wine.
It was Ruth.
Not Ruth Chris.
Okay.
No, that's not fancy. That's a fake fancy.
Okay.
That's Sacramento fancy.
Sizzler.
That's the Sacramento fancy.
Sizzler.
I'm talking New York fancy.
Okay.
And
Chris Ruth.
I am going to start a restaurant called Chris Ruth. That's because my grandma's name is Ruth.
Okay.
And so ordered a couple bottles of wine. They were appetizers for the table, and he got to the main entrees. There were drinks, and got to main entrees. People were ordering their chicken Lorone. They were
ordering their chicken all wrong.
Lorone,
Okay,
and another fancy meal.
Chicken all right.
Crab stuffed shrimp.
Okay.
They were going out eating all night. But what was weird is they found out the way the people noticed is Elon Musk ordered his steak, and everyone after a couple of drinks ordered his steak. They saw the waiter bring it to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk, as the waiter was walking away, stopped him and asked for ketchup.
Okay.
Not okay.
Not okay.
On a steak, Elon Musk eats his steak with ketchup. That's the big news in New York's fancy cities.
Was this page 6?
It was page 6. I read it from, Everyone's talking about it.
Is that such a crime?
It is one of the biggest.
Is it one of the biggest crimes?
One of the biggest, I'd say.
What is okay to put on a steak? Applesauce?
That's pork chops.
Oh.
Pork chops.
Can you do any fruit? Can you do a fruit on steak?
On a steak? No.
No. Fruit's not allowed.
No, I've seen like some flank steak and stuff with like like a mango chutney.
Okay.
Something like that. But that's not like a steak, like a pure steak. No, like most steak, what's okay to put on is not much. It's like a nice garlic butter that's melted over it and you eat it. Okay. But most steak coming from a restaurant like that, just eat it. Like
you eat it plain.
You call it plain, but it's not plain.
What is
you let the flavor and the
Heinz
texture.
57?
No. Oh, A1 sauce.
A1, baby.
Yeah. It at a home steak, sure. Home steaks.
If you got to choose between A1 or Worcestershire, what are you doing?
It depends what you're doing though, because A1 is something you pour over stuff. Worcestershire is like something you like cook with.
People just can.
Yeah.
Okay,
on a steak, it's.
Don't you do horseradish?
Horseradish is something you can definitely do.
So that's at a fancy restaurant. You do horseradish.
Yeah, you do a horseradish for sure.
Okay.
That's something you can definitely do.
Okay.
But you usually let the food speak for itself with something like that. You're not drowning it.
Okay.
And then definitely not ketchup.
How about mayo? Did you put mayo on a steak?
Never.
Okay.
That's weird.
No, I don't know.
I mean, it's like it's a fat. It's like a butter, I guess. It's just
I know,
it's
right?
just oil and egg.
Yeah.
So.
How about an egg? Can you put an egg on?
Yeah, why not? It's steak and eggs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you don't put it on it, but you eat it with it.
Okay. All right. So ketchup on the steak.
That's the big news. Ketchup on steak. That's how Elon Musk eats it.
And that will probably be the end of him then.
No, he's done. Canceled.
Just like his steak.
Canceled.
All right. Well, that Chris,
he does eat it well done too.
That's
not a good thing either.
Okay. No, how should you eat it? Raw?
Medium.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't do a well done steak in a fancy restaurant.
No?
No, of course not.
But that sounds like can I have it well done? I want it well done.
No.
Not well bad.
Good done.
Yeah, good. I want it well.
I want a good steak.
Yeah, can you make it good?
That's what I'm asking.
It's like
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. I remember
not medium. I don't want medium good.
Right.
All the way good.
When I had I remember going like a barber as a kid and they said, "Oh, you got such fair hair."
Fair hair.
I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Not thank you, right?
I thought that was oh, that's good.
So the barber thought you were going bald as a kid.
I thought it was a compliment.
Well,
like, oh, thank you. I got fair hair.
Did you thank him? Did you?
I did. I said, "Thank you very much, Mr. Barber, sir."
And he's like, "You're a dumb kid."
And then he cut me. Yeah. He was actually Johnny Depp. Okay.
Oh, got it. Nice,
okay.
nice.
Barber you need to go first, but 15 minutes on the clock there, Chris. And what do you got for your story?
All right. Today.
Put 15 minutes on.
Oh, fuck. 15 minutes. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Good save, Chris. Good save.
15 minutes is on the clock. All right. All right. So we're going to talk AI.
Hmm?
We're going to talk AI. As everyone knows, big fans of the show. I'm a fan of AI. I think,
and I am not.
Right. I hear you. I do recognize that there's a lot of dumb things that people do with AI. There's a lot of dumb parts about AI, but I think overall and ultimately, AI is a good thing and a useful thing that's going to happen.
You're playing right into their hands.
I know. That's what they want me to think.
Good Lord.
So this lady I'm talking about today, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know if she agrees with me more or you more because she really recognizes AI. We'll see what you think. Whose side is she on? So some people say this lady we're talking about today, I guess if you asked her husband, has a little too much trust in AI. This is a lady from Greece. Okay.
Okay.
So didn't name her, but an unnamed mother of two. They've been married for 12 years.
Okay.
With to her husband.
Yeah.
Asked ChatGPT to analyze the remains of her husband's coffee cup as like a tea reading. So that'd be funny to take a picture of it and then have AI do a reading like you do with tea leaves.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, so I've heard of this for tea leaves.
But
there's a thing for coffee.
No, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. But that's why this lady's dumb.
Okay.
But they had their coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And she thought it'd be funny to take pictures of inside the coffee and have AI analyze it.
Okay.
This is for fun thing.
Sure. Why
Okay.
not? Why not?
So obviously, I guess there's some for coffee because the reading involves patterns in tea leaves or coffee grounds or wine sediment. So coffee works too
Okay.
to discern the
I get-
future.
okay.
But that's the thing. That's
guess.
not even about ChatGPT or AI. That's
All
just
right.
that's just a thing.
How did that start? I wonder. Like, how did?
Yeah, it's I guess any of that stuff, right? I mean, to me, it's the same as like the Bible, where it's just like the people just said things and like, yeah, this is true. This is what we do.
I mean, sort of. I mean, it's a little bit different. It's written down. There's, I mean, like this is like palm reading.
Yeah,
You
exactly,
know, we're like,
exactly,
oh, I look
exactly. Well,
You have a wrinkle.
Yeah, all of it's
There's a line.
all of it's a ruse, right? To get people's money and to
What?
and to you've done the how much did you pay? Last reading you did.
Well, I mean, I gave my kid up for adoption.
Oh, because
based upon what she told me.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's
Really?
all ruse. It's all
Okay,
ruse.
well.
No, I think it was either to get people's money or to convince people you are empowered. Like you should be respected and listen to me because I can tell the future. I can. So I think it was just all of it's fake. So it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it's like coffee ground. I mean, I feel like it depends upon the type of coffee you're drinking. You're drinking like good stuff or cheap
Right,
stuff?
or Folgers or something.
Instant coffee?
Yeah,
What do you do then?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Maybe that. And by the way, what coffee you're drinking where there's grounds at the bottom of it? You're supposed to filter that shit out. Like if you have a French
It
press.
gets through.
If you have a French press.
It all gets through,
No,
Chris.
it doesn't. You don't have grounds.
No.
So she uploaded the
Can't
photograph to the bottom of her husband's coffee cup, and sent it off to ChatGPT.
Okay.
Okay. And
The private investigation.
so here's a
department
picture. Here's a picture
ChatGPT.
of the coffee cup.
Ugh, those aren't grounds.
Yeah, this feels like there's something wrong with your coffee,
Well, it's very thick.
and it looks like blood.
It looks okay. I was gonna go. It looks like molasses.
Oh, sure, a molasses,
and a little bit like a dirty toilet.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I will say this:
a little bit.
I did go to Italy years ago.
Okay.
And espresso and like
right.
Smaller amount of coffee than what we're used to in America, but super dark.
Oh, really?
Like it's like whoa. And again, I wasn't as big of a drinker of coffee yet as I am now.
You're right.
So I would like to go back.
But was it technically coffee or was it espresso?
I think
that's different.
I mean, there's coffee in espresso.
I mean, there's coffee beans and there's espresso beans, right?
It's all coffee though.
No, it's not though, right?
Well,
the espresso beans
from
are different.
the same bean.
It's just how you whatever you do to the bean makes it different.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, you sing to it or
right. I do remember reading
spank
that.
it.
Yeah.
Nurtured bean or
when I went to Hawaii, we went to a place called O Farms and they had coffee plants and they made their coffee straight on that farm.
Plants?
Well, yeah I mean the
trees.
It's a plant.
Okay.
But they had like
I don't go to trees and say what a nice plant.
Yeah, well, it's all plant. But you had they make it directly there. But on the tour of the
it's not a bush.
It's not. It's like a. It almost.
Oh my god, we got this. I feel so stupid right now.
And it almost looked like a hybrid. It was bigger than a bush, but it didn't have a trunk like a tree.
Okay, maybe it is a bush.
Maybe.
Ask the damn question.
But on the tour, like on the farm where they grow this stuff, we picked and ate like the natural, like the berry.
Oh yeah,
it was super good. And then I don't even like coffee, but they poured us some that like they fucking just made. It was like it didn't have like anything in it. Oh, it was like the lightest, greatest thing I've ever had. It was awesome.
So you had like the fresh berry?
Yeah, the red.
Wow, and it's good.
It is good.
Like what is it? Fruity?
Yeah, it is. And then they take in it and dry it and roast it. Just sell that.
Yeah.
It was like. But it was super cool. You guys would dig O Farms. It was like just all natural and whatever. Anyway, so she put this picture into ChatGPT and asked the ChatGPT to read it. So after she uploaded the photo of the cups, the AI told this lady that her husband was having an affair with another woman beginning with the letter E.
Wow, that's very specific.
This is what ChatGPT said. They said, your husband's having an affair. Do you know a woman with the letter E?
How was the bedside manner of ChatGPT?
Yeah, very not trying to be cool about it or like, hey, listen, lady.
You may want to have a seat.
Yeah.
What?
So they went, it's told her that. And she was like, okay. And then the chat allegedly went further in the reading apparently interpreted the coffee grounds to suggest that he was already cheating on her with the other woman and plans to tear their marriage apart. This is what ChatGPT said.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it went deep. It was like an affair with a woman with letter E. He's already doing it and plans to leave and tear your marriage apart. Again, they've been married for 12 years.
Yeah.
All right.
They have kids.
Yeah. So the husband was interviewed after this and said, asked what he thought. He said he laughed it off. It was nonsense, as he should. Like, as much as I like AI,
Right.
as he should. But she took it seriously. And so the husband said right after the ChatGPT's response, she asked him to leave, like get out of the house.
Okay.
And told our kids that night, that they're getting divorced.
What?
And then the next day he got a call from a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when he said, I realized this wasn't just a phase.
I realized we were this far in marriage when I realized that my wife was crazy. How old are the kids?
So I don't think it says. If I read all
Jesus.
So here's the thing. Here's my question. He didn't want a divorce, but now maybe do you? You're like,
what?
I love you, and I didn't expect this, but like, now I think maybe we should get a divorce. You read coffee grounds from ChatGPT. That same moment was like, get out, and she told their kids that same night, and then he got a call. Then he got a call from a lawyer the next day, obviously a divorce lawyer. In case you didn't get that. So yeah, that's when he realized that, and then so he refused to agree to the separation.
Okay.
Because what the fuck?
He said, can I have another cup of coffee?
Yeah, yo.
Hey, give me another cup of coffee.
Lady. Yeah, could we do this again?
Lady, it's his wife.
Yeah.
Hey, lady. No. I was like, hey, can I drink another cup right now?
Yeah.
Ask ChatGPT what it says.
Yeah, like what? E, I don't know anyone with E. You're asking me for a divorce.
And then ChatGPT doubles down.
Yeah. No. Letter E. He's tearing the family apart. So
they did it on your bed.
Yeah,
they did it in your bedroom.
The next day,
he said your name.
He gets a call from a lawyer. 3 days later, he's served with divorce papers. 3 days later.
Oh my Lord, man!
So she moves quick.
Yeah,
she is efficient. So he's reportedly pushing back.
Her only evidence is chat. She's like hiding.
Yeah. There's no. So obviously you don't need evidence of a divorce. You say I want a divorce, but she wants one.
I think she's looking. She was already looking to have a divorce.
That's a good point,
right?
There was.
How can I find a divorce?
She was cheating on him, and it was like,
it's her.
And used ChatGPT as an excuse.
That makes way more sense.
ChatGPT says you're cheating on me with a woman with the letter E.
Yeah.
It says you're tearing our family apart. Divorce. Yeah, no, she probably had this divorce in mind all along and needed something.
Here we go.
And she's like, honey, I got a game. Let's drink coffee. Let's just randomly take pictures of it and ask ChatGPT to read our leaves.
She could have just poisoned the coffee a little bit.
Well, what happened, I think I remember reading this, is the day before she wrote into ChatGPT, tomorrow I'm going to give you a picture of my husband's coffee grounds and ask you to read it and just say that he's having an affair. And then so the next day she did it, boom, having an affair. So 3 days.
More proof to why.
Yeah, 3 days later, he gets divorced. So he's obviously refusing this mutual separation and pushing back against it. But his wife's lawyer is arguing that the claims made by ChatGPT have no legal. Wait,
is this the same lawyer that did Kevin?
It is. It's
Alan
Jackson.
Represented Kevin Spacey and Karen Reed. You're saying?
Yeah, and Karen Reed.
It's the same lawyer.
Same lawyer.
Oh well,
ChatGPT lawyer.
Sure.
Yeah,
they're gonna win.
So
he's the official ChatGPT lawyer.
Yeah. So people are responding to this story saying they're taking our psychic jobs. One person wrote, and to be fair, they saw this coming.
That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
So say, wait, no, you're putting all of us psychics out of business. If she would have come to me, I would have said, yeah, he's cheating on you too. I could have given her the same answer she wanted.
Right? Yeah.
You tell me what you want me to say, lady.
So what?
I'll say it.
So what are we doing here? Like, if I'm a little torn in a couple ways. Like, if this happened to me and my wife put my coffee grounds into ChatGPT and it said I was cheating, and then she immediately kicked me out of the house and wanted a divorce.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm torn. I'm like, well, no, like this is. I guess my first instinct would be to try to explain how this is crazy, and don't take ChatGPT's word for it. Of course, I'm not cheating on you. But then, like I said, the other part of me is thinking, well, do I want to be married to a lady that's taking ChatGPT's word about me cheating on her? Because ChatGPT and AI are super useful.
Yeah.
One thing it doesn't claim is that it can be psychic and tell the future and read tarot cards and leaves, and it's never claimed that.
Look. Have you seen the trailer to the new Mission Impossible?
I have.
Okay. It's the all-knowing AI, man.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
I mean, so I do not doubt what AI knows.
Maybe it does. Listen,
it knows your deepest, darkest secrets. Hey, all he had to do was say, "Hey, I'm going to talk to Emily." That's a name with an E.
Right.
And the AI's listening the whole time.
It is. It is always listening.
Yeah. So it knows that he's been doing it with this Emily, who works at the bank.
Sure.
Right. And when he goes and leaves a deposit, if you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about money.
Oh, I didn't know what you were saying.
But now he doesn't have a direct deposit.
Now I get it.
So he has to go physically to the bank to cash it.
Got it. Cool.
And so ChatGPT, it hears, it knows.
It does know, apparently, and she takes it very seriously.
I would ask for the kids.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think that's what you do.
I'll give you the divorce.
You go,
but I get the kids.
You're like, I didn't want to divorce you. Maybe I do now. Let me think about it. But for sure, I'm taking the kids. Okay, so the beginning of this, whose side is she on, mine or yours? Just she likes ChatGPT or AI so much.
Yeah, she's like, this is Team Chris.
This is Team Chris. Okay. He probably was.
I'm the human side of this.
The human, Team Chris.
Yeah,
your
Team human is me. I'm the husband,
and I'm Team Chris.
I just hope it doesn't come out that he actually is, because then that's
now
it's really gonna mess it up.
But wouldn't that be the greatest marketing for ChatGPT? He actually was cheating with a woman that started with the letter E.
Yeah.
Now, who the makers of ChatGPT can brag about that forever.
Oh my God.
You know. So they're probably hoping secretly. They're probably hoping.
Who was the psychic
he gets divorced
on TV? Madam.
No. Miss.
Yes, from Jamaica.
And she was Jamaican. God damn it!
Oh man,
who was that?
Her, but I remember her commercials.
Yeah, and you had the 900 number, and
yes.
she'll read. Yeah, it's like $199 for the first one, but then you're ending up paying
she was a fraud. It turned out. Was she?
Of course. What do you mean? It turns out. Yes, a woman, a psychic that has a 900 number is not turns out is a fraud.
But one of the things that she was a fraud, I think she wasn't even Jamaican.
Oh, right.
Wait, why did you even go with that one too? Why did you make it harder?
Yeah, and that's 15 minutes. But
Miss Julie,
no,
jeez,
Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo.
Yeah,
was she actually Jamaican?
Okay, Miss Cleo, portrayed by Yori Del Harris, who was a spokeswoman for Psychic Readers Network in the 1990s.
Yeah,
known for his catchphrase "Call me now."
Okay,
and her pseudonym is Jamaican accent, but she was not Jamaican.
Right, and it's
not Jamaican.
That's just why?
Yeah.
Why did you need the Jamaican? Did that make it feel more real?
Yeah,
Jamaicans are psychic.
Is that a thing?
Is that
Jamaicans are psychic?
I feel like she's trying to play off voodoo.
Yeah, it was playing off of that kind of shit. But that's what I mean. This all stems from bullshit who want to scare people into fucking.
Now I'm curious if the ChatGPT told her in a Jamaican accent.
Oh God, that'd be pretty good. So that's my story. The husband is still kind of trying to fight it.
I will tell you in a reggae song.
Yeah.
That your husband is cheating on you. Based on coffee grounds.
Conga drums and shit.
Because those are Jamaican beans.
The husband is trying to fight it, but I say don't fight it. If she's offered you a divorce based off this, instantly kicked you out instantly.
Maybe it's a gift.
A day later, you get a call. 3 days later, you get served. You know how fast she had to fucking find. Maybe it's a gift in disguise that you're getting divorced from this lady. 12 years though. 12 years. You didn't see this coming? AI is really ruining people. It's really making people go cuckoo.
the guy should have been looking at his own coffee grounds.
Well, apparently.
No, I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
She would just take the word. No. I do not believe that for one instant. Man.
Yeah.
She's doing something.
I know.
Or she wanted to end because that's just ridiculous. Because if that's true,
to be honest,
ridiculous.
it makes what you're saying makes the most sense of her.
Oh my God.
Maybe doing something fooling around and then looking for an excuse to get divorced.
Good God.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes the most sense because if honestly she typed that into ChatGPT and took what it said and went just unhinged, kicked him out and shit, and told her kids that night that they're getting a divorce. That doesn't feel authentic. And that's what I'm saying. If it is authentic, then divorce her anyway.
Sure.
Because here you go. Because you can't get married to that or stay married to that either. For sure. That not to be rude, I'm just saying you can't be married to that type of person anyway. That's nutso. Okay, but that's my story.
Side note, Josh, Nicole, they're going to Greece this summer.
Oh, that's cool.
Taking the kids.
Hopefully they can find this lady.
That's what I'm saying. They should meet up.
Josh, watch this and tell me if you find this lady. She is unnamed, but you can find somebody that divorced her husband over ChatGPT.
Or just don't ask questions to ChatGPT when you're in Greece.
You
will not like the answer.
That's the key. That's the key, I think.
Yeah. Is my wife attracted to this really hot young Greek? All right. Let me get 15 minutes on the clock for me. Here we go.
Start.
Thank you.
Oh, you need this, huh?
I do need that for my story.
Did you put it somewhere already?
I did. I put there. Did you already start my timer?
Yes, I did.
You sure?
I started it.
Oh, you did not.
I started it.
Did not. It didn't show that you did, sir. All right. So which one do I want? This. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
I got it.
Oh, relax.
Because there's two stories to this.
Put this over.
Okay. Here we go.
Two stories to this. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Well, I'll explain. So
stay tuned. You guys leave yet?
Here we go.
Second story.
Here we go. Here's the headline.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm so attractive, I have to wear a fake wedding ring in public.
Oh, yeah.
Just to keep men from flirting with me.
Oh, I relate. Do
you?
I do.
You have a lot of men trying to flirt with you?
A lot.
Yeah?
That's why I wear my fake wedding ring.
You don't even have it on.
Never do. For some reason.
So you're trying to get noticed?
No, I am. That's what it really is.
Okay.
I don't wear a wedding ring because I want to get hit on.
Okay. And how often does that happen?
Oh, like zero.
Okay.
It hasn't worked yet.
So if you want to get hit on, you do wear the wedding ring.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. God dang
it's like the guys going.
They always say it's more desirable.
Bring a baby with you at the park.
Yeah, a little puppy or a baby.
Right. It's not even yours.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
You're right. It's more desirable if you're already taken. Damn it. So wear my wedding ring.
Wear the wedding ring.
I tell my wife all the time, like, all I want is just to get hit on, but no one's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, I get it. I married you when you were like semi good looking.
Okay.
It's gone to hell.
Okay.
So.
Well, at least she doesn't need ChatGPT.
No. AI doesn't need to tell her that I've gotten a lot uglier.
So this is straight from the article. This is not my words.
Okay. You gotta make sure that you preface it with that.
A sizzling hot model.
Oh, here we go.
Claims to have so many issues with men that are trying to engage with her.
Yeah.
That she's taken having to wear a fake wedding band just to.
Well, we already established that this makes you hotter.
You're right.
Her fault.
Hold on, though.
Maybe for men, not for women.
I guess that's what I would say. I think
probably right.
Man with a wedding ring shows
commitment.
He can commit and now he can cheat.
Right, exactly.
Which I've never understood that.
It's like, oh yeah, you're hot, so let me try to get you to cheat on your wife because I like that about you. That
you
have
show
the
that you're
ability
capable.
To cheat. Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, but women.
But for women, that wouldn't would that have made you?
No, it's a difference.
As a single man,
no. Well, of course I wouldn't go up to a married woman.
Right.
Of course I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rude.
Right.
So and that's a men's and the fucking, but a difference between men and women's mentality though, because like maybe some men would like that for some reason.
They like the challenge.
Maybe that's a challenge thing.
Do men still try to do a Chasing Amy?
Because we're a lot.
I know she's into women, but I can change.
Well, yes, men are, but that's just like men are like that.
Do men still think that way?
Yes, we're a lot dumber than women. Like, of course we think that way. I don't, but
they can change teams. I think they can change teams. Though I think now it's a little more fluid. So maybe actually it's not so.
Yeah, but I also think men have just the ego and the hubris of men in general of like, I could do that. So
Well, hold on.
either married or not. Like, oh, she's married, got her. She's a lesbian. Watch. It's just the hubris in men.
I
It's
hear you,
unmatched.
but I think you
Unmatched.
will see this woman gives them a run for their money.
I love it. Okay.
So, influencer Jew Eisen insists that the easiest way to avoid unwanted attention has been to slide the fake ring on her finger
Sure.
before she leaves home. She has over 2.6 million Instagram followers.
Okay.
And she says that male suitors, they would just approach her everywhere she would go. She's at the gym, at the grocery store, supermarket, the swimming pool. And she's not wearing a bathing suit. That has nothing to do with it. And she's like, I was tired of the constant approaches.
Okay.
It was nonstop, even when I clearly wasn't interested.
Yeah.
So
that
she
sounds about right for men.
put on a simple ring on her hand,
Okay.
and she said it was like hitting the mute button.
Okay.
It just
worked.
It seemed to stop.
So story over. It worked.
The end.
She doesn't get hit on anymore.
She said it worked for years. It's worked for years. It's just visible enough to keep people from coming up to me.
Sure.
So she says she noticed that guys started to look at her differently when they noticed the ring.
Okay.
Right. So she was like, guys like chatting her up, like, oh, and then she like casually like kind of shows the hand, and then all of a sudden like, oh, we're more friendly,
Okay.
and oh, hey, have a good day.
Okay.
So she likes that, right?
Which is funny. I can imagine because I feel like poor women will get hit on no matter what. Wedding ring, not wedding ring, with somebody, not with somebody. But I think you get a different type of person hitting on you if you're with somebody or you have a wedding ring. Like, because the balls for someone to do that and still hit on you, I think you get a different type of dumb guy that tries to try to do that. But anyway.
So she's in her late 30s. She's 39. So she said she started wearing.
Oh, kick her out.
Why?
That's too old.
Too old for what?
Yeah, for being a woman.
This is true.
Once women hit 30, done. Next.
You're a grandma.
Next.
You're a grandma. No, she started doing it at age 23.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
And so now she says it's become part of her daily routine.
Yeah, well, poor ladies. They got to deal with so much. Okay.
See, I'm not trying to trick anyone, okay?
I just don't want to fucking be harassed.
Right. I don't want to be. I'm just trying to set boundaries.
Yeah.
I'm off limits.
Okay.
Right. She says she still wears the ring to this day. She took a break for it. She said when she wanted to try to start meeting people,
Okay.
But then she said that something changed. Men weren't as aggressive or
With the wedding ring on?
With it off.
With it off.
She tried taking it off and saying, hey,
off.
and she just wasn't getting the same attention she did when she was younger. Could it be that she's older? But she says she thinks it has something to do with like the dating apps.
Okay.
Right? She thinks that, men no longer have the initiative they once had. It's like they're unmotivated.
I mean, I don't think that's okay. Okay.
She says even the bad pickup lines that used to annoy me have become rare.
I just think the game's a little different.
Technology killed flirting.
Nah, I mean, maybe somewhat. Obviously, we're meeting a lot less people in person now. Like, I think obviously that's true.
Sure.
But I don't think there's a problem with that. I think it's okay using a dating app. You have a broader net. You meet more people that way. So so obviously we're meeting a lot less people live, which is I think okay. But I think hopefully men are just getting maybe better, more respectful as well.
That can't be it. So this is back like in 2010, right? When
Okay.
she first started wearing the ring.
Yeah.
And she's saying from 2010 to now, the dating scene has changed.
Of course, and it has. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
We change as society.
All right.
Get a lady. Relax.
Look, she says everyone just waits for a match on the dating app. There's no more eye contact.
Yeah.
No one approaches naturally anymore. She says that makes relationships feel more empty and mechanical.
Yeah.
However, she still wears the ring now to avoid flirtatious men. And she says she doesn't miss the attention. At least not that kind of attention.
Not that, yeah. Which makes sense.
I prefer peace. If
Yeah,
a man
you
is
don't
really
want to be
interested,
harassed. Yeah.
he'll have to go beyond the obvious.
Yeah. Be talked to and like actually have a conversation. All good. Yeah. And like for me, I know I was always not shy, but I didn't ever want to bother or anything like that. So, but to a point though, I just wouldn't approach or talk to like women, when I didn't have a girlfriend. So like a detriment to myself, but I never wanted to put someone in a position where they felt like they're being, like bothered or harassed. And so I went a little too far with it sometimes, where I just wouldn't say anything at all to him. Yeah, I don't want them to think I'm a
I used
creep.
to do I actually would try to get what was the girls?
The girls.
Yeah,
No.
lift up their tops. What was that one? Girls with low self-esteem.
Girls Gone Wild.
Oh, that's the one. That was Arrested Development. Girls with low self-esteem. Yeah. That was how I used to try to pick up women.
Just put a camera in their face.
Yeah.
And say, lift your top.
Yeah.
Did that work?
No.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
No, never worked.
No. Yeah, that's a felony offense.
Is it?
Sure.
Was it then?
Not then, obviously. A guy became like a multimillionaire because of it.
I guess times have changed. Wow. No, but she says, look, if I'm interested too, I'll just explain I'm not actually married. I just want,
I'm just trying to.
It's gonna be a weird way to explain it. I just did it because I'm hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so whatever. I almost did this story a while ago, but it's like it didn't feel like there was enough there to it. All right. So this story came back out a couple months ago.
Okay.
And then there's a second story. It's like, what? That's interesting. Turns out it's the same lady. They did the same story a month later. She just wants peace, man.
That's all she wants?
She just wants to be left alone.
Fine.
But it seems to me now that there's two stories by two different reporters, it feels a little bit.
She agreed to doing the interview and sitting down.
She doesn't want the attention.
But let me do an interview.
So now that this is the headline.
Okay.
I'm so hot.
Oh, fucking hell.
I fork out $13,000 for first-class flights because creeps and coach won't stop gawking at me.
All those poor suckers are just bother me so much. I can be bothered by rich people.
So I almost was like, okay, I feel you.
Until she was like, all those
wedding ring.
All those pores are a bunch of harassers.
Well, but it's like, I just want peace. I just want to be left alone. And yet I'm going to have a second article written about me. About how hot I am. It's the title in both stories.
The second article, she got a little more bold. She was like, listen, man, I wear wedding rings because I don't want to be bothered by men. Understandable. I wouldn't want to be harassed every day either. Blah, blah, blah. Second, it graduated to, I'm just so hot. I got to do so much to hoard off all these men coming at me. Yep. Yeah, she's changed her attitude a little bit.
Let's now here, the bombshell.
Oh, here we go.
Makes a living from her gorgeous appearance.
Okay.
Sharing scantily body shots for her 2.5 million followers on Instagram.
Okay, well.
So.
I mean, listen, I will say this. If I was super hot, I'd definitely make a living off of it. So I can't fault anybody, man or woman, who does that. Like if I was super hot, I would have.
What would you do?
Shirtless pictures on Instagram. Okay. Like I would do anything I can. I would have an OnlyFans.
Chris,
I'll do all of it.
My question is, what is stopping you from doing that now? I mean,
my height, my face, how I look, my fat, my wrinkles.
What? But people like real.
Sure, that's true. That's true. Maybe they do.
There's a marker for that.
Maybe that's what I lean into.
Yeah, do
the real man.
All naked, but keep the hat on.
Oh, for sure. I always keep the hat on.
You know what's not good? Here's this is a very I'm gonna share an unsexy thing.
Should you?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Think about it.
I'm gonna.
Think about it first.
I'm doing it.
Okay, go.
I wear socks. Like in bed, I wear socks.
It's not the best. That's not the best look.
No, it's not a good
look.
Not
the best look.
No.
It's even better if you like wore a shirt and no socks. That's even better.
It would be better. But no, I wear socks, man. I wear socks.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Not good.
Like you go out of your way to wear socks, or you just don't take them off? Like, oh shit, let me put socks on. Like we're about to have sex. Let me get my socks.
Yes, yeah, either or.
Yeah.
No. I just like I've always worn socks. In the summertime, I might take off my socks.
Weird, dude.
But I get cold at night, man. I wear socks.
Yeah, then put them back on after.
No, I'm just talking about going to bed. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Look, I don't know, man. All I know is I have 3 kids.
You shouldn't wear socks.
Okay.
Can we get a petition for everybody watching this right now? Tell this man how weird it is to wear socks during sex. I want everybody. No. I want him to be berated.
It's not even
harassed,
not even
yelled at. Tell him how weird that is to wear socks.
Not even sex, just in bed.
Fine, that's fine. But that's not what we were
It's also
talking
not
about.
Fine. Okay. In fact, the model, okay, Ison, she feels her attractiveness.
Don't just go away from this. We got to help you here. We can't just skip
No,
over.
I really don't want my son to edit this. That's all.
Oh, all right. I forgot about that. Wait, no. Oh shit. You have to do this one. Just send me the video. Send me the video. I'll do it. I'll take that part out.
Okay.
And then I'll send it to Elliot after. Okay, go.
Or just well, it's fine. The model feels
You brought it up.
Her attractiveness. I was trying to be funny. She feels her attractiveness has reached a point where she can no longer afford to slum it.
Okay, slum it.
In steerage due to the hordes of leerers.
Oh my God, lady, you're getting worse. You were like you said. I understood you. I got you at first.
Yeah.
I got you at first.
Right.
Because no one wants to live your life like that.
Like a piece of meat.
Yeah,
like a piece of steak with ketchup on it.
Exactly. It's not okay.
Right.
It's very much not okay how we treat women. But lady, you gotta chill. She could be the most attractive person in the world.
Yeah.
But a little bit of humbleness goes a long way. You gotta because we all agree that you probably do get harassed and
Sure.
like that's not even a question. Sure. You don't gotta talk about slumming it with the people in coach because we're so much worse than you. When you start punching down, not good. That's not how you live your life.
I mean, it could
punch
be
up.
But I feel like she's gonna also think if someone happens to be looking in her direction.
Right.
They're like, oh, they want me.
Yeah, automatically.
They want me.
Well, that's the way she's acting. And even if that's not true, it's the way you're acting.
It's like, no, there's a piece of luggage gonna fall out of the steerage.
Yeah, like you're making yourself unlikable when
I'm trying to get the weight. I want to drink. I'm trying to get the attention.
We were on her side.
Yeah, but it's a little much.
Yeah, when you when you start punching down at us poor people, it's not a good look.
She said she'd rather pay a lot and travel in peace instead and avoid being hit on by strangers during flights.
Fine. Jesus Christ.
I've had men try to chat me up while I'm half asleep. Ask if I was single, offer to buy me a drink midair.
That's not okay.
Midair, asking to buy you a drink.
That's not okay.
When else would you?
When you land. Can I get a drink?
It'll be like, how about after? Can we meet up after?
Yeah,
that would be.
But listen, and what she's saying, I get with. I wouldn't, if I was on a plane or just trying to live my life, I wouldn't want to be bothered by a bunch of people either. So I understand that. But when you're talking about, oh, I'm so hot, these poor people bother me so much, I don't like it.
So now it's not only the having to pay $13,000 to fly first class.
Hold on, where's she going? Where is she going? $13,000.
Well, I mean, like I don't know. She says $13,000. I don't know if that's in for one flight or if that's just
then fucking fly private. Like, what are you talking about? You're paying $13,000 for a commercial flight?
She is a model, man.
And you're also bad with money.
Hey, she can afford it.
I guess.
So now it's I gotta pay for these flights, and then I gotta wear this.
Oh God, I know. I gotta wear the muumuu and don't put makeup on. Again, I don't even want to It's hard for me to talk down about her because then it seems like I'm against women. For women getting harassed.
Chris,
I'm not for women.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think other women may not appreciate her.
Well, that's what I mean. Then they can say that, right? I don't want to be the one to say, but I feel like, but geez, she's a little overboard here. That's all. That's.
I almost feel
I don't want to sound
like she would believe whatever ChatGPT says.
Yeah, she would take.
ChatGPT actually was saying on her phone, "Every man here is looking at you."
Yeah, that's why she thinks that. Yeah,
every man, you're right. She is like mirror, mirror on the wall.
Well, I think this is in the article. As she walks onto a plane, she goes, "Hey, ChatGPT, how many people on this plane want me?" And it goes, "All of them." Boom, defense mode.
Which also goes like ChatGPT on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? You. It's always you.
I wonder. I know. I wonder how.
And every man here wants.
She would feel when there's a hotter woman on that plane.
Oh, I would love to see that.
How would she handle that?
I would love that. That's great.
How would she handle that?
Oh my God. Okay, takeaways.
She'd probably try to poison her with an apple.
Well, okay.
Takeaways.
I'll go with that.
Takeaways.
I think she would poison them with coffee.
Maybe that's what it is.
Boom, I tied it together.
So takeaways from the stories tonight. I think it would be when you get with somebody, hold on to them as long as you can, because you're not going to be hot very long, or you might be asked for a divorce because of AI. So just hold on to who you have when you get them. That's my takeaway.
Okay.
That work?
Okay.
That works.
I like it. My takeaway is, I don't know. I think I want this husband from the story
Fine.
to get with this model.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just as well, he'd probably be miserable too.
Of course he would.
Because she would think.
But at least she's hot.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I don't know. I mean, like that, or yeah, I don't know. I don't want her to die. I don't want her to die.
No, of course you don't want her to die. What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
want her
No,
to
of course
die.
not. Get out of here.
It was just the poison coffee. I don't know.
Are you trying to say someone should die now?
No.
Which one, the wife or the hot lady?
The goat.
Oh, the goat. Wait,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about
We're
the
in
goat.
Greece.
We didn't talk.
There's
Oh,
goats.
oh, so you're racist.
No. That's part of the there's more goats in Greece than humans.
Oh, is that?
That's a fact. Look it up.
Okay.
Look it up.
Okay, got it.
Look it up.
I didn't know that.
It's true.
That's your takeaway.
That's my takeaway.
Yeah.
More goats than humans. Okay. And Josh Nicole will learn that soon.
They will.
The hard way.
They will.
Okay.
They will.
Anyway, where else can you find information?
Oh, find us here on YouTube at Two Guys Two Things. Click on us, like us. We got full video podcasts. We got these lives. We got little shorts. You can go to TikTok. Remind me in a second when we're done with this. Idea for a TikTok page.
Okay.
So TikTok at Two Guys Two Things. The twos are the number twos, and there you go.
Subscribe, like, share with your friends, and burn us at the next book burning event at the library.
Sure.
Peace.
Okay. Bye.
How many people did we have live there?
I don't know. 6.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, that's more than I thought.
Yeah. So okay. So what do we want to talk about now? Do we want to stay on? You can click this live.
We'll stay on.
Oh, we're gonna stay on.
Who's with us right now? How many we got?
Well, 6 is gonna go down
Talk.
because we're done.
Talk.
1 like, 6 viewers. I'm talking.
Good. What's this TikTok page thing?
So what I want to do is like just to change it up a little bit from the YouTube, right? Because we're putting like the shorts on for YouTube, but then we put them on for TikTok, right? Hear me? Okay.
I'm just calling this hot coffee.
No, do the hot. Sure, why not? Hot because hot. Yeah. Put hot in quotation marks.
I should, but it's just gonna be that.
Yours is up there. Stop it.
Should I keep it going so we can pull?
Not
from this?
yours. Oh well, shit. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay, what you got? TikTok page.
Oh. So what I want to do is basically instead of like our shorts, we can put on 2. You know what I mean? But like put on our shorts. But like we just do a different version of our shorts. Like so, almost take use our TikTok page. Like I've seen those videos where they're like news. So like behind us in the green screen will be like the news story, a news headline, and we talk about it that way instead of like showing clips from the podcast. So there's a little bit of different version and visual on TikTok.
Don't follow, but cool. Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Wait, I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. Not your fault. Now we got 5. Look, we got those. We can just stop it.
That's fine. Just talk.
I am talking.
We'll talk better.
There's nothing to talk about. Just stop
let's
it.
talk.
You're right there. Just stop it.
No, it's fine. Let me just talk for a little bit. Okay, wait. So instead of doing podcast clips on TikTok, you're saying do.
So we talk about the stories just in a different way,
Okay.
right? That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
How though?
So we'll be on the screen
Okay.
talking about it,
All right.
and behind us will be the news story, and so we're just introducing this news story that way. Opposed,
And they'll see it.
yeah, they'll see the,
Okay.
the news headline.
Visual's good.
Yeah, they'll see the news headline, green screen behind us,
Mm-mm.
and we just introduce that story that way, opposed to just a clip from our podcast. So we can be a little more animated. There's different takes on it, but
But we're
like
still using the same footage we already have.
no, it's us. It's literally us.
So
Yeah.
here's some stuff that I heard from 2 people now. So this is actually, I think, what led me into the focus group idea that I had.
Sure.
So I have from Alana, and then
Don't know who that is.
which is
You got it.
Random Alley Cat.
Oh, Random Alley. Yeah.
Okay, and then also from Elliot's girlfriend. So
What's her name? Don't say it. Oh,
oh, sorry.
they didn't hear it.
Oh, God damn it! I shouldn't have said that.
That's why I said don't say that.
Oh, but I thought you asked me. Oh God damn it. Beyonce,
Got it.
my son's name. No, but to do like a sketch based on a story.
Oh, I've
we
heard that.
told.
Yeah, I've heard you say that. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
that'd be
And
kinda cool.
I don't
Cool
mind
idea.
that at all. I don't mind that at all. Like
Yeah.
like doing a bit, an improv bit
Yeah.
about what's going on. And that is, but to be honest with you, that's kind of what I imagine.
Okay.
With this thing, with the news story in the background that they see.
I don't think these are plugged in anymore. By the way.
Oh, you turned off the Audacity.
I did.
All right, so plugged in. Yeah, I think just in a different way.
Yeah.
But kind of the same thing. News story in the background,
Uh-huh.
and we're just kind of riffing off of it, opposed to like telling the story.
Okay.
So just a different look, right? So like you can go to TikTok for one reason, YouTube for another reason. Just a different look at it. That's all.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Works.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. So what is so I went to see the A's and Angels last night.
How'd that go?
We got to play on a game together, man.
I do want to go. I do want to.
I need to give you more notice.
I told you this. You do got to give me more notice. But
More
I told you
notice.
this, even if it's just River Cats.
Who? I ain't wasting my money on River Cats. A's, baby.
Yes, I want to go to the A's too, but,
A's,
but I'm
baby.
saying even if it's a River Cats game, we should go. Let's just hang out at a baseball.
I'm just
game.
waiting for the A's to call themselves the Sacramento A's.
That will never happen.
It's gonna happen. You know why? Because they're gonna stay in Sacramento. They're gonna be like Vegas.
That's definitely not going to
Who
happen.
wants to go to Vegas?
That's definitely not going to happen.
It's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, lots of people want to go to Vegas.
I will see to it that it happens.
Sure, personally. Oh, hey, whoever's on here? Thank you for watching. But what do we do now? We should go on TikTok.
TikTok's such a waste of time.
It's not though. We'll get more. people.
YouTubers, TikTok, yay, nay? Maybe mid. Maybe mid on the TikTok.
Mid.
I keep.
Shut up! Don't say mid. Don't say mid. You don't get to say mid.
Man, we slay.
You
Listen.
don't stop it.
Listen.
Stop it
How
right
tall
now.
are you?
7'3"? No, 5'5", 5'5".
5.
You want to?
That doesn't work.
Oh, I wanted you to imagine a real.
That doesn't work. No. When is TikTok here to stay or not? I don't.
I know. They keep extending it.
I don't like this.
They keep extending it.
It's annoying.
Yeah, they I don't want this. They keep extending it. So I guess for the near future, it's here.
Okay.
Because
but it's still owned by China, right?
Yeah, but I think someone's about to buy it. But that's something that's just like tariffs. Or like
That's what I'm saying.
It's all
I don't
false narratives here. Like said, like gonna do this, gonna do that, and then it fucking goes away. And nothing's gonna happen with it.
So confused.
Yeah, I don't get it either. You're right, but I don't think anyone gets it. I think that's the thing.
Oh, I saw a story that they're looking to try to do a surf.
And turf, got it.
No.
Oh,
Nope. You finished my sentence. No.
gonna try
Matthew McConaughey,
I'm gonna try to finish all your sentences. Go.
and I feel like
Woody Harrelson.
oh, that's too stupid. Come on.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
No, Matthew McConaughey, and I think there's another person.
Tom Cruise.
Maybe Tony Hawk.
Okay,
But they're looking to do a surfing
movie.
thing to do in Austin, Texas.
Well, yeah. I mean, Matthew lives there.
I know, but it's landlocked.
Sure.
So I think they're trying to like build a indoor.
Well, yeah. There's indoor on cruises. They have indoor like surfing.
What does that mean?
It's like a fake wave, like man-made waves, like a wave machine.
Enough to surf on though?
Yeah, they
It's
have
gotta
it.
be big. It's gonna be really big.
I get it.
Okay.
I see it.
Would that do well in Austin? You live in
Oh,
Austin.
hell yeah, I would.
That would do well.
For sure. By the way,
But can't they just like go to the beach? How far away is the beach?
Long time.
How was a long time?
8 hours. Because
No,
you're driving all the
no
way.
way.
You're driving all the way down to
Doesn't
the
take
Gulf.
8 hours.
You're driving all the way to the Gulf.
Texas is not that big.
Sure, Texas isn't big. Texas isn't big. You're right. My fault.
Yeah, come on.
It took 14 hours from El Paso to Austin.
What?
Yeah.
14 hours? How slow are you driving?
I was driving as fast as I could, man.
No way. 14 hours to El Paso.
El Paso to Austin.
No way. I don't believe it.
It was. I drove it.
We go in the wrong direction?
Yeah. I went back towards California.
Yeah.
No, that's how long it was.
No, I don't believe it.
That's just
Don't believe it.
That's a
Liar!
That's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. So I can see it in Austin working because for one, anything Matthew McConaughey touches in Austin, gold. It will work. He's
Really?
he's like the golden son of
He's
Austin.
got like the Midas touch.
Yeah, anything in Austin Matthew McConaughey does, they're watching.
Okay.
Or watching, but they're agreeing with.
Okay.
So if he's doing a surfing thing, it's happening. People will love it.
Okay. All right.
He can't do wrong. He cannot do wrong in Austin.
I would consider surfing at a place like that.
Opposed to the ocean.
Yeah, I don't want no,
Yeah.
sharks.
No, I well, because at that point it's more like, and surfing's athletic, but it's more of a game opposed to like a skill. Like it's different. It's different.
I feel like if I were drowning there, they could just shut off the waves.
Exactly, and you're good to go.
Well,
Yeah.
I still got to swim the rest of the way. But
Well,
yeah,
there's no swimming. There's no swimming.
Well, if they shut off the wave, you would.
Well, you're not in a fucking pool of water.
What are you in?
You're it's like a plastic, like say, ramp, and the water is shot up, and you're surfing on that. So when it goes down, you just go down to the bottom. There's no big pool that
There's no
you're
water?
gonna drown in.
I guess I was thinking like, so we had Waterworld USA. No, it wasn't called Waterworld.
It's called Waterworld.
USA. I was thinking of
Marine World Africa
Marine
USA.
World Africa USA. Okay, well, we had
Waterworld.
a water park called Waterworld. No affiliation with Kevin Costner
Not at all.
that I was aware of.
Before the movie.
It was before the movie.
Mhm.
In fact, I wondered, did they sue them?
They should have.
Yeah, it had a big budget on that movie. They probably could have got some money. But they had the big surf thing they had there. Remember, like the big
Well, the fake waves, yeah.
fake waves.
Yeah, of course.
I guess I was envisioning that.
No, it's not quite like that. Like those
Ah.
waves come in, but you can't surf on those waves. So it's like
Because to describe that, Bill, it was a big old
go.
big old pool, like ginormous pool, and they helped create the waves and
Yeah. So what this is?
Was there sand?
See what this is like it's like this.
So it's like the fake skydiving.
Yeah. So like the water is shot up,
Oh.
so you're surfing on it. So if it stops,
But I feel like you're limited to how much people you can fit in there.
yeah. Usually you one at a time, but this is the kind of the fake surfing,
Oh.
like this.
Well, boo.
Yeah.
I was thinking the big pool.
Yeah. So you go down to this, but the water's shot up, so you're surfing on it.
So if someone were to like just kill the switch, you would just like fall and hit your face.
I don't think it was that quick. I don't think it's that instant.
They should
Yeah, maybe.
be fun.
Um,
My wife and her dad, they did do the indoor skydiving together.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
They enjoy it.
I guess it is. I guess it's cool.
Yeah. A lot less scary than real skydiving.
Oh, for sure.
I could never.
It's-
I could never do a skydive. I wouldn't even like entertain the idea of skydiving.
All right. Let's do this. Would you rather?
Yeah.
Skydive or bungee jump? Oh my god! They both
Suck.
aren't. They're both not great.
Golly, dude. I guess bungee jump. I guess. The only thing that would like has me hesitating is because like you hear, it's the scariest thing when you're going up and you initially jump. But like once you are floating and after you skydive,
Yeah.
you're fine. Like it's just like euphoric. And I'm sure bungee jumping is just scary as shit until you land. You know what I mean? But probably bungee jump. I'd probably be more willing to bungee jump. I don't like the idea of either.
No, I hear you.
If I'm being honest,
No, of course.
I don't want to bungee jump or skydive.
That's why I gave you two bad things.
Or go in a hot air balloon.
Oh, really?
Too rickety. I don't trust it.
Rickety.
Yeah, you're in a basket, dude. I'm not going up in the air in a basket. It's too high. I don't like it.
Okay.
It scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it scares me. I don't like heights.
Yeah. It is kind of weird. You think it's a basket. That's not. It's woven.
It's a heavy duty basket,
Yeah.
but it's a basket.
Yeah, for sure.
There's too many people in it, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't trust it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Do you like a Ferris wheel?
Hate it.
Roller coasters?
Fine. Roller coasters is
Interesting.
fine because it goes too fast. You're up and down. It's quick.
Yeah, people never die on those.
They rarely don't.
Yeah,
Like
they have, but yeah.
I don't know. Look at the numbers. Look at hot air balloon deaths and roller coaster deaths.
Okay. I don't know what would have more.
Yeah.
The risk with the hot air balloon is you might land in an enchanted world.
Then I would do it.
That you would do.
I would love to land in an enchanted
No,
world.
you just want to be considered like
I want to live in Narnia.
Oh, you're the wizard. Yo.
I would love it. I would love it.
You're the chosen wise one.
There's that famous bit. I think it's Nate Bargatze talking about like if you like there's that thing if you're able to go back in time like with your phone or like would you be able to like kind of rule the world basically. But he was like no, I would be horrible at it because like people would ask what I have in my hand. I'd be like, I don't know how it works. There's satellites. He wouldn't be able to explain anything to anybody, so you wouldn't be able to utilize his knowledge of the future. Sure. He's so dumb. Funny line. But funny,
but also there's so many faults in that. If you look back in time, the satellites aren't there anymore.
Right. Well, but that's how he'd be trying to explaining it though. But that's my point though. If I was the wizard in Wizard of Oz, I wouldn't do good as a wizard. Like he became, he moved to. He
was an inventor.
Yeah, for sure. Right, for sure. But he, moved to Oz.
Yeah.
And he supposedly has all this knowledge of our world that he was able to give to the Ozians, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't have that authority for one, and to be able to explain and utilize my knowledge, I would be horrible as a wizard. But I do want to land in Enchanted Land. No, but just live there.
You could teach him something. You could teach him.
You would think. Not me though. I don't think so.
You could teach him something. You could teach him baseball.
Math. Oh. Soccer.
Okay, whatever. Something.
What sport do they play in Oz?
Oh man, what is the sport? I think it's wait, hold on. Smear the witch.
No, sure.
Smear the witch.
A lot of witches in Oz.
That's a fun game, Smear the Witch.
That's interesting. By the way,
don't they play freaking what's the Harry Potter game?
Quidditch. Yeah. So I did watch Wicked.
Okay. When
it came out on Peacock.
How long was that?
It's been on March.
I thought you were not going to watch that movie.
Until it came out on Peacock. Then I did. Because it was there. It was just there.
And?
Better than I thought.
It's
better than I thought. And I will watch the second one.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, and I will watch the second one.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I don't want to say this, but I got a little emotional.
No, I didn't get emotional, but I will say, it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like it. I had fun with it.
Right.
Wasn't a big Ariana Grande fan. Thought she did fine.
I actually was didn't like her so much before that.
But she was like,
I'm like, wow,
like genuinely funny. Like genuinely funny.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
So I was okay with it.
Did Jessie not watch it?
She will not. She still will not watch it.
Wow.
But
his wife won't watch it.
I will watch the second one.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And I read I dove deep into like the books and stuff off of, and so I'm very actually excited about the second one and where it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it seems very interesting to me.
Yeah.
And I for one, I'm a sucker for origin and lore. Any origin story, any lore story, and like, yes, I know this has become canon, but it wasn't canon. It was just basically a huge fan fiction book. Essentially, that's what Wicked was. But I'm always interested in origin and lore. So, and that's kind of what this was. So it was up my alley. But I will be watching the second one. I was like, all right.
I'm gonna watch it though with all my friends from Boston.
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, I saw there was a video I saw like 3 guys and they went to go see Wicked. Like, oh, Wicked.
Ooh.
Wicked. That's actually pretty funny though.
It's pretty good. It's a good bit. It's a good bit.
It's a good bit.
Yeah.
It was wicked good.
And they're like, hey, Wicked, say hi to your mother for me.
That was good. Well, good. I'm glad you watched it.
But I enjoyed it.
I think because you also have to land when you jump off a plane.
Yes.
And that part would scare me.
For sure.
But I think I would prefer to skydive.
Okay, what's your theory behind that? Why?
I don't know. I think
it's a feeling.
Bungee jumping just seems like and I feel like the whiplash.
Maybe.
I don't want to whiplash.
Maybe.
And then like, what if the rope?
What if the parachute doesn't open?
And I hit my head on
What if the parachute doesn't open?
Then I'm dead.
Then you're dead.
No, I might just survive. Then I might be like a vegetable.
You wouldn't though.
I don't want to be a bungee vegetable.
Because bungee is free falling. So if you hit a rock on your head,
because you might bam,
you'd be dead. Shut up. You'd be dead.
What if I went like boom, and then on the next boom, I go this way?
You're dead.
That's where the rock's at.
The thing is, the only thing that would keep me like maybe bungee jumping is like the feeling once you do the jump and you feel like you're just floating. It doesn't feel like scary, but like I don't trust it. I'm not scared as far as like the parachute opening because I know it opens most of the time. Like it's fine. It's fine.
I do want to find the stat of
I
more
know.
deaths.
I'm interested. But I'm not necessarily scared of like the parachute not opening.
Right.
'Cause I feel like it would, and you have a backup and all that shit. But it's just that feeling and the anticipation and I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I hear you.
I couldn't do it.
No, that's why you have someone push you.
Well, you'd have to. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, the first time you do it, you're jumping with somebody. Unless you go through the certification and all that shit. So I'll be jumping with somebody.
I'm gonna do it with Tom Cruise.
Then I would do it.
You would do it.
Then I would do it.
So Ferris wheels, no good because why?
I just don't like them. Well, most of the time, where Ferris wheels are, I don't trust people put them together and how it's because it's just fucking rickety carnival. You know,
Okay.
like a fancy Ferris wheel. Disneyland has a big Ferris wheel. Vegas has a big Ferris wheel. I'm a little more inclined to go on that. But
London,
yeah, for sure.
Right?
Mostly with the Ferris wheel, like the rickety ones, it's when you're sitting there like at a carnival and doing it. I don't trust how it's made, and people start swinging it. I'm like, this is gonna come off the fucking bolts, dude. It's gonna come off the bolts,
yet
and I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I just rather not.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
What you think about like that? You read the story like the first Ferris wheel, which was made for the World's Fair in Chicago.
Sure. 1893.
Yeah. 1892, 1893. Yeah, I can't remember which one. Yeah, that's right. Nice. You know that?
No.
Oh, really? Well, that's really good.
I'm doing math in my head.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of issues with that first one.
I imagine.
That takes a lot of like bravery. To, like,
the first
yeah, I'll do this.
No.
I'll go up on this.
This seems like it's gonna
wooden
work.
contraption.
Yeah. It's gonna rotate and put me this high in the air.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
How bad was life back then?
Probably the worst.
We're like, sure.
Probably the worst. No plumbing. You're just shitting in the streets.
It's either that or I'm 10. I'm already working 50 hours a week.
Yeah, if you're 10,
smoking.
You're putting in doubles 7 days a week at 10 years old, and then you get a little.
What do we got to lose?
And you get a little reprieve from a wooden wheel.
I might get some retirement coming from this.
Yeah,
it can go to my next account.
You get a good pension at 10.
Seriously, oh my God.
No. Obviously, it's the worst, but that's how life is, right? It gets progressively better. I mean, quote unquote, better. You know, in like living and things like that. Like, again, plumbing and like food that's not rotten.
Okay.
Refrigeration.
Got it.
Life gets better. Theoretically.
Yeah.
I
gotcha.
Well, let me ask you this. Speaking of like living back then, right? Because obviously in America and before America, we had times of racism and civil rights, right? Like,
Get out of here.
So I'm saying bad times to live. Let me ask you this though.
Where's your proof?
When do you think
any of those bold statements?
When do you think racism started? Always? Since Adam and Eve?
Well, yeah, I think that the whole Bible story, yeah, sure.
Is that racist?
Cain and Abel.
Oh, sure. That's not racism.
Well, no, because then he was cast out.
Sure. That's brothers, right?
Certain type of
that's not racist. That's not race.
I think there was a.
And at first, there probably was like, well, let's say we believe in Adam and Eve. I don't. Like, so started with one race, and then slowly and surely, people move and went across the landmass and started different things.
So I like that we're keeping it light. When did racism start?
No, it's interesting. Is racism
good light fodder for you too?
Is racism curve like this, always there, and then maybe a little better, or is it none? Yeah, like that. Like
no, it's from the beginning.
But at one point, everyone kind of on the same landmass. We kind of look the same, but until we started migrating,
no,
and
because
we
people
differently.
are always going to find conflict with anything. Automatically.
That's true.
So it was like,
but not always with race, though.
No.
Conflict with everything, sure, but it always didn't start with race.
It started here. We're like, hey, why did you break the stone like this? I thought like this.
But that's not race.
You do that? No, but it starts with like, I don't like how you do that, and you're doing it wrong. I don't like it. Well, I think you're doing it wrong. Right. And then conflict, and then it goes into like other people like I like how he does it. Well, I like how he throws it right, and then they split the sex. And then they start noticing, hey, you got less hair. What's the matter with you?
The things you
got less back hair than me.
The things you're naming aren't race. So what?
No, it's just, but there are things to.
There's always things with conflict, but
Yeah.
I'm saying the conflict isn't race, right? So like I'm proposing not until people migrated and started looking different, right? Because then we can get into what even is race, right? Because we're all from a person, from a single, we all started as people, and then we migrated and we started looking differently. What even is race?
Yeah.
So then you get into race versus culture, and I think racism is really culturalism. It's really about culture that people don't like. How you act, how you are. That's culture, right? Not necessarily race.
We're a comedy YouTube.
I'm just interested.
Just for those wondering,
I'm interested.
What this is. No, that's fascinating. That's
That's something to talk about.
That's deep.
It had to start somewhere. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It had to start somewhere. It wasn't always for the beginning of the first person. It had to start somewhere. And I think it's when people started looking differently, and when they migrated, different cultures. I think it's really a cultural thing, not a race thing that people have problems with.
Okay.
And that's weird.
Probably.
That's the title of this, right? Racism is weird.
Okay. Racism is weird. Yeah, that's hot take.
That racism is weird?
Yeah, racism. No. Actually, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, sure.
I really haven't heard that.
That is just weird?
No one ever says that.
No, you're being weird.
That was one of the signs, I think, right? During the march. In
It was.
This is weird.
When they walked across the bridge.
No one thinks this is weird. Like, hey, am I the only one?
Yeah, no. I would make a sign like that. Does anyone else think this is weird? Just me?
Okay. Just checking.
Is it just me, or is this weird?
Which part?
Yeah, all of it.
You holding the sign?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Racism is
equal
weird.
rights. Those signs I get.
But isn't that funny when you like break it down like that? Like, yeah, we all want to be treated the same as treated as humans. No, that's horrible. Like it's racism's weird. Like to think that, like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna give them the same rights. That seems normal. That's weird. Racism is weird. I mean,
yeah. To
break it down simply for the racists,
okay,
it's weird what you're doing. It's really weird what you're doing. If I'm going to be simple and plain about it.
And Chris is going to be running for office.
Yeah.
Here,
Sacramento City Council.
Texas, yeah.
I'm starting there.
All right.
And that's my platform. Racism is weird.
Okay.
And I think I'll get a lot of votes, a lot of support from that.
Yeah, that's what the Democrats tried.
Racism is weird?
No, just that they're weird.
Oh, got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it didn't work out too well.
No, not this time.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to go with that one.
It's all cyclical.
Okay.
By the time I make it, it'll be back to my side.
Okay. Sure.
I think people can get behind racism as weird. Yeah, I think people can get behind that.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Like, who's going to disagree with that?
Oh.
The racists?
I'm reading a book
right now. The racists are like, no, this is very normal. Wouldn't that be better for the civil unrest in America in the '60s, instead of like sicking dogs on black people and shooting them with water hoses, they just counter protested like, no, this is normal. Then we have like a civil conversation instead of violence.
I feel like Larry King right now.
Oh, sure.
Listening to like some idiot talk.
Hey, yo, what?
And I'm just like,
I'm too
old for this.
I think I'm talking like
too old for
very,
this.
very common sense.
I know you think you are.
Common sense.
Yeah.
Protest the racism.
Yep.
Anti-protest. No, this is normal. Then we could have just had a discussion.
All along, man.
That's why Sacramento.
Hey, so
Sacramento City Council.
Take this, Nate Bargatze. You go back in time.
Nate Bargatze.
You go back in time, and you go back with your sign.
Hey, guys.
See how it goes. I got the solution.
I have an idea.
Trust me.
Let's just talk about it.
Who's got a Sharpie?
Yeah, can we just talk about how weird this is, guys? It's super weird you're spraying me with a fire hose. That's just super weird.
I'm not even black.
It's just...
Which is even weirder.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Yeah.
I think people can get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not normal to be racist. I don't think that's dumb.
Chris, I know you don't think it's dumb. Oh Lord, no. I'm reading a book right now on Native Americans.
Okay.
And how much stuff was going on. It's like I don't know all the stuff that was going on before.
We got here.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's not a lot written about that,
Sure.
unfortunately.
Sure.
But just all the stuff leading up to, like, it's a 400-page book, and I'm on almost page 300, and we haven't got to the revolution yet.
Oh, wow.
So it's like all these treaties and all the land. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
crazy.
It's super layered.
It really is.
Yeah.
The
Not
French,
as
the
simple as
Spanish,
we came
English.
here, made a meal for Thanksgiving, and then we were all friends. I thought that was the story.
Yeah, that's the footnotes.
Yeah. There's more going on than that.
There was a little bit more than that, apparently.
Oh, got it.
Turns out
Got it.
there was a little bit more than that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. See, okay, what do you think? What do you think? The genocide of Native Americans? Do you think that's
I should
race?
not have brought this book up.
Do you think that's race or a cultural thing? Because we were scared of them because they were different. But I don't think different because of race. I think different culturally. I think that was
That's
the
true.
caveat is culture, not race.
And then also just I think the greed of land grab
Oh, greed for sure.
Yeah.
Greed for sure.
and thinking that we deserve more.
It was
But not just the French, the Spanish.
it was a good mixture of greed and fear.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I think that's where racism starts. But I think really it's a cultural thing. Like it's different. Like you're different. I'm scared, right? Like fear leads to hate, hate leads to anger, anger leads to the dark side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you say this in a different voice, maybe? That would never.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not going to say.
Oh, that you can't do. You can speak about race,
no, that's
culture,
I'm not going
but
to.
you can't talk as a green dude.
That's racist.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak in their accent.
What is
Yoda? Yoda is a actually I think it's a known thing that George Lucas never talked about where Yoda's from or what he's called.
Yoda always was,
He always was. Okay. What
and yet he dies.
What is Yoda's
Spoiler.
race?
Sorry, I don't get that. What is Yoda?
No, no.
Muppet. I knew it. He's a Muppet.
Frank Oz, baby.
God damn it.
Known as some sources, some of the Yoda species. Yeah, because he never said that, and I knew that, and so he doesn't have a.
He's just his own thing.
No.
He's like
he has. There's species that are Yodas.
What is he? What is it? The Tom Hanks.
Oh boy, what? What?
Any questions?
Oh, sure. David S. Pumpkins.
Yeah, David S. Pumpkins. He's
Yeah.
his own thing.
He is. Yeah, he is.
And you are his own thing. That's what Yoda.
There's
Yoda's
a lot of
his own
Yoda.
thing.
There's a lot of Yodas, but he's never given out the planet or the species he is.
Okay.
Like Chewbacca, Wookiee,
Okay.
right? And so he's never given out Yodas.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I think it would be racist to speak as a Yoda species.
I don't think so.
I don't want to appropriate.
Can you just not?
Is that the name? Not the word I'm using?
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to appropriate
It is.
the green species. It's not for me to say.
Is it just you can't do it?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to.
You're not capable.
I don't want to.
All right. Well, that was riveting there. I would like to know what Yoda thinks. Would Yoda think though that racism is weird?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely, he would.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Weird is
He did
racism.
commission a whole army of
Yes.
clones to fight the Sith.
I'm just doing
That's pretty
Frank
good.
Oz. I'm
Well,
not
Frank
thinking.
Oz. Yeah, Frank Oz.
Mm.
Your favorite Frank Oz voice?
Mm.
Yoda?
No, I don't know. I mean,
not Fozzie.
No, not Fozzie. No, maybe. I mean, Miss Piggy's good.
That's a pretty good one.
You know?
I think Fozzie's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grover.
Yeah, Grover's good, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I do like
And
him.
I mean, come on, Ernie. I mean, Bert.
Bert, the
Bert, yeah,
tall,
Bert.
skinny one with a little tuft of hair.
Like, why you gotta like put him down like that? Oh, I saw.
Here's my impression of Bert's head.
Okay. I saw a video. It was a while ago. It was back when Obama was president, but it was Elmo on Jimmy Fallon.
Okay,
And Elmo, man, he was going a little crazy.
nice. I like it.
Like, he was like, ooh. I don't know.
In what way?
Just like a little edgy.
Okay.
It was a little edgy.
Okay.
And also very much cutting off Jimmy Fallon.
Mm.
You know, it's like, whose show is this?
He
Elmo?
wanted his time.
He really did. And he told Jimmy
He has some stuff to say.
he's not welcome at Sesame Street anymore.
Dope. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon, fraud.
Whoa!
Kick
No,
him,
no, no.
Kick him out of Sesame Street.
No. He's good. But this was the old Elmo, right? Because the guy that used to do the Elmo.
Sure.
And didn't he leave for
Something. Yeah.
something not
There
good?
was something happened during the something was going on there.
Yeah, and one of the comments I read was like, I don't know why, but this Elmo is giving me Michael Jackson vibes.
Oh,
And I was
interesting.
like, I think
Interesting.
they might have connected.
Interesting.
I don't want to like connect those two,
Interesting.
but I don't know.
But
I
you
didn't
are-
really
but
care
you
for
are.
Elmo, quite honestly.
He
I'm
was
sorry.
fine. Yeah. I think
I was too old when Elmo came out.
No, me too.
Grover is all about Grover.
Elmo was not even there when I watched Sesame Street. He wasn't even a thing, right? But
Yeah.
Grover was big
Grover,
because
man.
he had a sense of humor. He was a little
Yep.
wild, little silly,
Self-deprecating.
little silly. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Like I
Thinks he's stronger than he am. Super Grover, come on,
like his vibe.
hilarious. Yeah.
Do you remember the book Super Grover with the gold
Yep.
thing? Yeah.
Super Grover? Yes. Well, I mean, there's a monster at the end of the book.
No, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
But no, I like Grover's vibe. Grover was probably one of my favorites. Never a fan of Big Bird.
Best Sesame Street characters. Come on, go.
Yeah,
Go.
no,
Elmo. Does he
yeah,
make it?
Elmo was after my time.
I know, but Elmo's got a big following.
So
man.
Grover was our Elmo, maybe.
For sure.
But
he
Grover
was.
never got as big as Elmo.
But Grover to me is a little bit like Gonzo.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love Gonzo and for the Muppets. So
Yeah, Gonzo was actually one of my favorites.
Gonzo is my favorite. Muppet.
Yeah,
Is my
never
favorite Muppet.
never got down with Kermit.
I love Kermit too.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm saying relatively to Gonzo.
Yeah.
I
I loved how we moved on from racism to talking about the Muppets and Sesame Street.
different races.
But you know what?
So
It makes sense because
Okay, let's hear it.
they teach us how
To be
not-
tolerant.
yeah,
Yeah.
tolerant and how not to be racist.
Rolf was one of my favorites.
Rolf.
Yeah, I like Rolf.
Really?
I like Rolf. I think Rolf's underrated.
Is that because of Muppet Babies?
No.
get it.
Yeah,
don't get it.
he's underrated.
I don't see it. Sorry.
Gonzo, one of my favorites, though, for sure.
Gonzo for yes.
Yeah, he was.
Don't
he
get
was-
the chicken thing, but
That's what makes it funnier, though. It's like randomly
All right.
loves chickens.
Okay.
Probably had sex with a few, if I'm being honest.
I don't even know what is Gonzo. What is he?
Yeah.
don't know what
That's.
he
I think
is.
that's maybe why I like him,
Yeah,
because you're like, what is this?
big nose.
You can pick out anybody. Well, not anybody. The people in the band are all.
He's just a
weird,
Jewish
like,
comic.
Ooh, yikes!
What you think?
Cross the line.
Probably is.
Nah, I don't think so.
He's one of those old.
I think that was a bit weird. I
No,
think that was a bit
I
weird.
think he's one of
I
those
think that was a bit weird.
playing the Catskill Mountains.
He did play in the Catskills for sure.
I feel like that's.
He did play the Catskills.
I think that's what he is.
Famously, where Dirty Dancing was set. The Catskills.
Okay. All right. Well, we've covered everything. I mean, I don't have anything else to cover, right? I mean, come on, right?
I got people.
I think we're gonna end it there.
Oh, you want me to end it?
Yeah, and don't keep your mic on if you're gonna go pee outside because we don't want to hear that.
Well, I'm ending it.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good one. And yeah, please tell us your favorite Muppet.